There is an agreement most people never hear about, never vote on, never see written down, yet it shapes your savings, your debt, your future. It is the silent deal between banks and governments. It sounds abstract, distant, technical, but it touches your life every day. Start with a simple truth. Governments need money to function. Roads, armies, pensions, healthcare, elections, crises. The list never ends. Taxes help, but they are never enough. Raising them is slow, unpopular, politically dangerous. So governments borrow, and they borrow from banks. Banks create money by lending, not from vaults. But from balance sheets, a loan becomes a deposit. Money appears. This is legal, normal. Foundational, governments issue bonds. Banks buy them. In return, banks get safe assets. Steady interest, low risk. Governments get funding without asking voters directly. Everyone calls it stability. This is where the deal begins. Banks gain protection. Governments gain flexibility. When times are good, the system hums quietly. When times are bad, the deal becomes visible. During crises, banks face losses, risky loans, collapsing confidence. Governments step in, bailouts, guarantees, emergency lending. Not because banks are loved, but because failure would ripple outward. Payments freeze, credit stops, economies stall. The phrase is too big to fail, but the meaning is simpler. The system cannot survive its own collapse. So losses are absorbed upward, privatized gains, socialized risk. Banks know this. Markets know this. Behavior adjusts. Risk feels safer when rescue is expected. Meanwhile, governments become dependent. Cheap borrowing keeps promises alive. Pensions paid, deficits hidden, pain delayed, debt rolls forward. Voters feel relief now, costs appear later, always later. Central banks sit in the middle, adjusting rates, injecting liquidity, calming markets. Their language is neutral, technical, but their actions are deeply political. They decide who gets liquidity first, who waits, who fails. Money flows toward stability, not fairness, toward institutions, not individuals. This is not a conspiracy, it is alignment. Incentives reinforcing each other over decades. Banks need safety. Governments need funding. Both need confidence. Confidence depends on belief. Belief is protected at all costs. Inflation becomes the quiet release valve when debt grows too large. Currency absorbs the strain. Prices rise, savings thin. Wages lag, the public pays indirectly. Not with a bill, but with purchasing power. This keeps the deal invisible. No single vote, no headline moment, just erosion. Slowly, predictably, the system prefers it this way. Visible costs create backlash. Hidden costs create compliance. People blame themselves. Not policy. They work more, save harder, borrow again. The cycle continues. The deal also shapes rules. Regulations protect banks from competition. Complexity keeps outsiders out. Small failures are allowed, big ones are rescued. This concentrates power, fewer institutions, larger balance sheets, deeper dependence. Governments cannot easily threaten banks. Banks cannot allow governments to default. They are tied together. Each holds the other hostage politely, with paperwork. This is why reform feels impossible. Changing the deal risks collapse, so it is adjusted, renamed, delayed, never broken. Elections change faces, not structures. Anger is managed, not resolved. People sense something is wrong. Trust fades. Yet alternatives feel dangerous, unfamiliar, unstable. The deal survives because it feels necessary, and necessity excuses almost anything. Understanding this does not mean rejecting banks or hating government. It means seeing the relationship clearly. It is not about good or evil. It is about dependency once you see it. Headlines read differently. Bailouts sound familiar. Deficits feel permanent. Promises feel fragile. Clarity replaces confusion. The silent deal continues because it works, not for everyone equally, but for the system itself, and systems protect themselves first. This channel exists to make those quiet arrangements visible, calmly, clearly, without outrage. Because awareness is the first step out of confusion. Stay curious. And we will continue the story next time.